Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to our next Domination mode battle. We got a spicy one versus Khorne here, and before we get into the battle, let me just first thank the people commenting on some of my videos, trying to have discussions, trying to help me learn. I really do appreciate it. Yeah, go check them out, and if you have any things you'd like to say to help out or just start a discussion, I encourage you to. It's going to be good fun. So, the Khorne matchup. Now, we did play one back here, which we had trouble with, and so I knew that armor was going to be something we really needed to think about. So I decided to bring overall higher quality of troops. So we got the Harganeth Executioners, we got the Black Ark Corsairs. Ooh, excuse me, hiccup. Ugh. We got the Black Ark Corsairs. Let's hope the hiccup doesn't happen again. We did bring the very Pitter's Shade friendly Sorceress of Shadows because, you know, we got Malekith. Sorry, Malekith. Why do I keep calling him Malekith? Because the Ma part of the front name. Malice Darkblade. He's going to be coming in here because of his regeneration, because of his second life with Sarkhan Summon. I figured he's going to be able to fight anything that Khorne sends at us that is looking for a fight. As for the reinforcements, mostly infantry resummons. We got the Dark Riders, which are just such a great Vanguard summon tool for the Dark Elves. I brought one Sister to Slaughter just in case he spams Marauders, and we got the Cold One Knights just to help handle the large. I also brought a Blood Rack Medusa in the reinforcements. I wasn't sure what to spend the money on, and I decided to throw this in there. We'll see if that gets used or not. As for my opponent, just quickly, a very typical build, well, sort of, that you would have seen before the recent DLC. So that is the cultist spam of Khorne. Otherwise going very sort of small and elite in your infantry. He's got the Furies, of course. He's got some Flesh Hounds, but not many. And otherwise he's bringing these very elite choices in the back. You know, halberds. Very low on infantry. So if we've learned anything from Domination mode, it's that if you go this light on infantry, you're going to have a bad time. Unless, of course, he's expecting me to go equally as light. Anyway, we'll see. I've spoken enough. Let's get into the battle. Of course, we'll be playing on Grove of Slaughter, which is an interesting map, of course. Very tree-heavy cover, so range units not going to be so appropriate. So I didn't try to bring much ranged, except for the Blood Rack. Again, thinking the Blood Rack, if anything, can shoot through these trees. Something that can move pretty quickly, slither into position, get some armor-piercing shots off. That could be the one. So that's what we did. So yeah, I've got sort of a left and right moving sort of formation, Black Ark Corsairs, we got the Executioners as well, and we just have to have a quick little look because, man, Dark Elves look cool. Look at that. Oh yeah. Loving the Sea Dragon cloaks, and then let me see the sweetness that is the Executioners of Harganeth. Oh my lord, very cool. Okay, so we're moving up quickly here with these two units. We've got the left and right flank. We also got this cheeky Black Ark Corsairs around the back. And for our opponent, he's coming in hot and heavy with these heroes, looking to chon, looking to fight, looking to get Skarbrand to do his wicked work, and he's going to try. I am feeling confident, send Malice forward, answering the call to battle. You know, the duel shall be fought under the sun, in the center of this tower here, and we'll see how it goes. So, activating abilities, and I'm in. Of course, my abilities do deal damage to me, so Skarbrand coming in with a big left hook. And you can see he's taking a little damage as well, but it's looking a lot worse for me at the moment. We've got the Blood Prince active with the Deadly Onslaught from Skarbrand, not anything active yet. He does also have these two friendly friends, so I hurry up my infantry. I figure Black Ark Corsairs can hit reasonably hard, even though they don't have any bonus first large. So we send them in. He's sending in his Brutes of the Hound here. I figure Black Ark Corsairs trade fairly well with them, so in they go. We also got the Harganeth Executioners for good measure. And then on this side of the engagement, here come the Chaos Warriors of Khorne, plus the heroes. Ooh, a little stack up there. Hopefully I catch that. Okay, this was a mistake. Looks like I commit the Black Ark Corsairs directly into Skarbrand, which was a mistake. I did summon some Cold One Knights here to get some anti-large happening on Skarbrand as well, and in goes Malice, who is now frenzied. We've got the Pitter's Shades being lined up by my Sorceress at some point. I've got the Black Ark Corsairs over there capturing this point. Here I have some Dark Riders and Black Ark Corsairs ready to fight the Bloodletters and Flesh Hounds of Khorne. So here we go. They've blobbed up enough for me. An overcast summon of the Pitter's Shades. And you can see I catch 2 units, which is pretty good. Meanwhile, The fight here going reasonably well. Malice is still fighting to the death with these heroes. I'm trying to focus his cultists rather than Skarbrand at this point, but here come the Haganeth Executioners. I pulled them out while Skarbrand was doing all his crazy magics. I know he's got some frenzy abilities and some like leadership or stat debuffing, so I just pulled him out. And here we go, he's summoning some Bloodletters, which are going to be problematic. The 2 Bloodletter summons right in the center. Let's see how we can do it. Cold One Knights flee, weren't able to hack it. I did try to cycle charge them just a little bit, try to get some damage on Skarbrand, but it didn't work out. And I summoned some Sisters of Slaughter, because I figure this little fight over here, which is going poorly for me, you know, he's just got Bloodletters, just got some pounds. I think Sisters of Slaughter can clean all that up very easily. So there's a summon there. These guys over here are chilling, doing not much. The Hounds of Brutes of the Hound, there we go, are pretty much getting cleaned up by these 2 units. And over here, yeah, I transform into Zarkan, I start debuffing, got the Reaper of Souls happening, did the explosion debuff, and now we're bringing the fight. We also throw in a little pit of shades there on top of this messy action. And you can see those Bloodletter summons are bye-bye. I do, however, lose a few of my own units for that. I did bring the Haganeth Executioners as far out as I can. The Sorcerer is going to go in here and try to tap Skarbrand on the shins. Cold One Knights come back from rallying, we'll try to commit them in. And here come the Sisters of Slaughter. Now, I've used them incorrectly in a few battles here, but this is precisely the situation they're meant to succeed at. In Domination mode, you sort of send one unit to a side flank, and very hard for an enemy to have anything cheap and expendable that they can spare from the main battle that the Sisters of Slaughter can't deal with on the flanks. So a bit an expensive retaking the flank option. These guys are going to fight through the Bloodletters, fight through the Flesh Hounds of Khorne. And just in case, I've got some of these units coming back, and I summon in some Dark Riders to do some flank charging, just to make sure. Also, these ones that were screening some units over there, they come back in. They're going to just help out the Sisters of Slaughter, just to make sure. So we've taken the center properly. My opponent, we've chased away his cultists. They're both on low HP. Skarbrand as well took a shellacking. And this is a bit of a mistake from me, so I pull back. I'm like, alright, well, if he's going to pull out, we'll just wait and see where he goes. But Malice, of course, is going to be losing HP for every second that he's not... well, ever since he transforms, basically, you have to get maximum value out of him, or he'll just die. So I should have just been chasing a lot more, trying to snipe off these cultists. But I can see my opponent now is heading to the right flank, going to try to take that. At the same time, while making plays on the left with some of his units here, I say, alright, well, I can just move my entire force in the center to the right. We've pretty much got the left under control. We got some high quality here. We can also summon in some more if we need. I end up summoning just some Bleak Swords just to help sort of hold this in the case that, for some reason, his heroes do the work over here. So, in come some Chaos Warriors of Halberds. I've got the Dark Riders just looking to just take advantage of their idleness, their distractedness, get some charges, just disrupt, slow them down from getting anywhere they need to go. Because I'm still moving up my spears into a position that I'm happy with. Pretty bit of a Hail Mary from the Dark Riders. I wasn't microing them very well. If I was more active, I would have hit these guys and then run and maybe circled around, hit these Chaos Warriors, and gotten the route there. I also moved both Haganeth over here because I figured they'll have to do the armor piercing to get through some of these characters just in case. Because Skarbrand has 90 armor, 95 on the cultists, and the Heralds of Khorne here are doing a solid amount of work. Such a cool unit. And in they come. I got some Cold One Knights here to, you know, lead the charge with Malice, and the explosion of Zarkan, or whatever it's called, coming out. Some soul stealing. And you can see it's hitting good damage on the cultists as well as the Heralds of Khorne. And I believe this is a Sorceress Pit of Shades. And I do this basically because I'm aware that it has the potential to do good damage on cavalry units. And look at that, it seems to be doing quite well. Yeah, that was like a good 20, maybe even 30% damage, and here come the Bleak Swords. The center mass is ours, we'll capture this very quickly. Now back over here, you can see we've pretty much, the Sisters of Slaughter are holding out to the last elf, and we got some more Blood Crushers here causing problems with the Flesh Hounds of Khorne. So, some spears being summoned in. We're holding the center, but it's a bit ugly, you know. Our units are good quality, but are they good enough quality to hold against this kind of armor? Looks like it, maybe not. Uncertain. We're sending some forces back. We're going to chase the Blood Crushers, or the Heralds of Khorne, I should say, into the forests over there. Skarbrand is coming back to the center to do some work, and he's using his cultists to try to slow me down from getting back to the center fight here. Okay, so I got some Dark Riders just to sort of hold these guys in place, just to distract them while I bring the spears to bear. We're going to recapture that point number 1. We still hold the center. Here comes Skarbrand, and he's going to try to turn the tides here, recapture the center. And our opponent's really working hard, trying to get some traction somewhere on the map. Ooh! And yeah, as we just heard, we did lose Malice eventually to the just over ticking damage in the forest. I decided to use some abilities which drain his HP because he was already so low. So I figured I'd get a little bit of extra value before the end. And then we've got just these Bleak Swords chasing the Heralds of Khorne, but they should do enough damage to kill them. We do have another Bleak Swords just in case. Bring the Sorcerer around. Skarbrand is, yeah, he's doing his work, you know, even on this low HP. He's breaking infantry, he's frenzying, he's going to get the traction going on the center here, which is scary. But I summoned yet another Cold War Knights, and they are anti-large, reasonably quick. I mean, quick enough at least to keep up with Skarbrand, so we'll see if they can't get the kill. We're retaking point 1, the spears got there, we're holding up, there's a little infantry fight going on here with some fresh infantry. He resummoned the hounds, and he's got some bloodletters here, and I'm trying to fight as best I can with my Hargoneth Executioners. He's summoning in some more infantry, and yeah, you can see that now I've got the Cold One Knights on Skarbrand, another Pit of Shades on some of that infantry that he had left. And yeah, Skarbrand ticking away low, getting lower and lower. The Flesh Hound's coming in trying to save him, but he's crumbling now as his leadership breaks, and that's just going to mean he's taking even more damage faster. We got some Black Ark Corsairs coming in, 300 health and dropping. We pretty much routed off the remaining infantry with that Pit of Shades, but here comes the Brutes of the Hound. And yeah, these Hargoneth Executioners, absolute champs. We've been fighting the whole game, still fighting, just cutting through as many Khorne demons as they possibly can. Skarbrand's gone, the Flesh Hounds are going. We got these Blood Crushers here, but my spears will be more than a match for them on point 1. Point 3 is ours, all 3 points are ours. We win the match. Yeah, so we were just able to take the map very decisively with a few plays and just hold it, basically, most of the game. So let's have a look at the value real quick before we move on. But yeah, you can see 1,000 gold value here, almost paying for themselves with this unit. And over here, not quite paying for themselves, but dealing so much damage. You know, I really did feel that. You could see 9,700 damage there, as to 11,000. You know, even Malice Darkblade getting 3,300 damage worth of value, and that's just all of it on the heroes. So very good choice for dueling against those characters. We also had some really good value for the Sorceress of Shadows here, getting 2,000 when she only cost 800, so that's just primo. Corsairs doing their job. Maybe I could cut one of these or two of these and bring some handbows as well, just to sort of add a little skirmish into the mix. As far as Skarbrand was concerned, he also got great value. The cultists not so much, sadly. And yeah, some of these units like the Bloodletters actually did really well. Let's have a look. His Blood Crushers getting some good value there as well. And decent value on these Bloodletters, and yeah, good on the Hounds. I think he just needed to be wider. He needed to have more Flesh Hounds or just more infantry units like these Brutes, you know, like the lighter dual axe infantry, a little bit cheaper. As far as my reinforcements are concerned, didn't end up summoning the Bloodrack Medusa, just didn't find a spot for it. Maybe it could have been good. Chaos Knights getting okay value. Sister Slaughter also doing alright. Definitely performed their role. I don't know if they were worth bringing, but whatever, you know. It wasn't too bad. Not too unhappy with it. Yeah, alright, well, once again, really love my Dark Rider play. Really like this build. Good to get the victory. It's a shame that cultists aren't as good as they used to be, but, you know, Pit of Shades is strong. What can I say? Okay, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.